Hello, Plastic at the Gate. Welcome back to another video. This is my second video. The first video was kind of rubbish because the lighting was just so bad. Really apologize about that, but this time it's a different video. Better lighting, better kit. So here is the Tamiya SAS Special Air Service Jeep. This is a Chevrolet Jeep. This kit costs £10.50 on eBay. I think you can get a bit cheaper, but £10.50. And you get a Jeep itself, you get accessories, and you get two figures. Now this is a 1977 kit, so it is quite an old kit, and that does show in multiple ways. One way, the figures. Right, so let's actually go through the vehicle itself. So the vehicle is quite big, it's a 1/55 scale, so the construction is pretty simple. However, the instructions wasn't exactly clear, so the body was a bit too far back on the chassis, so I don't know if you can see it, but the actual chassis is too far forward, body's too far back, so the wheel is not in the center of the wheel well. So basically this side got on fine, sort of. The other side, I don't know how I fitted it in. I really got mad at this part because I was like, oh, I just spent £10.50 on this and just didn't fit. I was getting quite annoyed, but yeah, and then after that didn't work. The bonnet, I spent half hour sanding that down because it just wouldn't clip in together. I was wondering if it's because I did it wrong. And then the figures wouldn't sit in properly. It was a whole pain. So that's one thing to do. Make sure you read the instruction properly, even though the instruction really didn't tell, you know, how to do it. So yeah, moving on, I'm just talking too much. So the figures here, they are painted in khaki. I should have done it in dark yellow, but I didn't have dark yellow. There's a lot of, mold lines you can see on them. I'm trying to find one. Can't really see when you're building it. You can see a lot. Yeah, you can see one there on the leg. There's one going on the head. When you paint it, doesn't look too bad. If you look closely, you'll find it, but it's not too bad. The detail on this gun, the gun is actually really good. You can actually see his eyes. The driver is a bit awful, honestly. But yeah, the accessories. This kit honestly was really fun to make. Not the actual building itself, but just the accessories put on. Because the accessories, it states that the actual SAS vehicles itself, they were random. They didn't follow a certain way. The crew did it whether they were the way they wanted. So I did kind of follow the instructions, but I put things differently. And it was quite nice. At the back, I took a bit of bandage, painted in khaki, and put it over as like some camouflage netting. There was not much there anyway to see, so yeah. I put the 50 cal instead of the Vickers up front. I kind of wish I did the Vickers. But yeah, I stole the belt from the Tamiya soldier briefing. And the weather was really interesting on this. I went for a really dirty, banged up thing, because, these guys just drive through the desert like 100 miles per hour, hitting jumps, whatever. And, they're on missions 24/7, so they have hardly any time to maintain it. They're out. They got all the gear to be out for a long time, so, it's hardly maintained, get scratched, banged up, dirty. So I use real dirt from outside in the garden, just PVA glue, mix a bit of khaki, mix it up, and then just pull a bit on in the wheel wells, just a bit on the sides where it splatters up, which actually turned out to be quite nice. I did the classic sponge, dip into some paint, dab it a bit, and then dab it on to get some chipping effect. I achieved that quite nicely, honestly. And then at the back, probably my favourite part where I got the chipping right is put the chip in and wear marks there. This is what they use to free the car if it gets stuck in mud. Here's the other side where I did the mud and stuff. Yeah, honestly, it really did turn out quite nice. Really nice kit. The figures are a bit rubbish, honestly, but honestly, it really turned out quite nice. At first I was like, oh, this is going to be a joke of a kit, but honestly, it actually turned out quite nice. I'm really happy with it. Probably my favourite kit so far, honestly. Really nice kit, $10.50, come on. Gotta go with that, really cheap. Took me about 4 days to build. And yeah, pretty simple, honestly, just see painting. More painting than building. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Next time on Plastic at the Gate, we're going to be reviewing the Panzerkampfwagen. And I'll be reviewing the HMS Rodney as well, battleship. And hope you enjoyed this video of Plastic at the Gate, and I'll see you next time.